Hey guys, and welcome back to this Roblox video where we're going to be looking at spawning in models and parts. So what we did in our last video was work with triggers. If you remember, we had an invisible trigger, nice little hallway. And when we step in an area, which is now this little platform, it will enable or disable the anchor from that, which then causes it to fall. And that's still what's going on here. So we're going to reuse a little bit of this. And if you haven't seen this and understand how this is going to work, feel free to check out that video in the description. So what I have here is a trigger script that simply says basically when we touch this blue platform here, it's just going to call the just do it function, which then targets the floating platform, the floating box, and turn off the anchor. So set the anchor to false, and then that's what makes it drop. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna bother with the reference to that floating platform, and we're not gonna bother with this. So essentially we still have the trigger firing off this function, and that's all we have in the code. So if I simply do a nice little print hello, and then I'll just press F5 to play. If we watch the output down here, now when I step on this, it simply says hello. It says it about 4 times. So that's all we have going on. Now let's look at spawning in models and parts and the difference between them. So this right here, this box is basically a part. Let me just rename it, and I'll just call it box. It is a part, and we're going to be spawning it in. What I've done over here is I've gone to the models and I've just searched up chess, and we're gonna grab maybe a list of Minecraft chess here and bring it in. Cool. It came with a little script, but that's not relevant to what we're gonna be doing. So you can see now, based on these icons, see the box and see the chess. The chess is a model. If we click on it, go down to the details here, I think data, you can see the class name model. It's a model. It's basically kind of like a group of elements all together. So it has parts in it. The parts usually look like this Lego piece. And it has all kinds of stuff, scripts and all kinds of stuff in it that makes it work. So it's different when you're spawning a single part versus spawning in a model. I'm going to show you how this is all done. So let's get to it. First thing, when it comes to spawning in your items, obviously they won't be in your scene to begin with. So you must place them now in your replicated storage area so that you will spawn them in later. So let's drag the chest into replicated storage, boom. And you can see it disappears from the scene. Let's go ahead and drag our box into replicated storage, boom. And that has also disappeared from the scene. Let's go ahead, and when we step on this, we'll spawn in the box and go from there. Then we'll do the chest afterwards, which is done a little bit differently because of positioning. Okay, so when we step on the trigger, we're not going to print hello, but we're going to spawn in the box, and then we're going to do the chest. So the location of the box is in the replicated storage. So we must make a reference to that replicated storage so that we can spawn that thing in. Cool beads. All right, so we say local, and we can just make a reference to the replicated storage by saying, I'll just say rep. Rep is going to equal our game dot replicated storage, just like that. So rep represents the replicated storage. So now the chess, we'll make a variable for that. Chess, we'll call it chess equal, and as you can guess, rep dot, and guess what's in there? Chess. Okay, if you check for box, there will be box in there as well. Actually, we're doing the box first, so I'll choose box. Box is just a part. You can see it's a Lego piece, and I will also give my variable name box. So now we have a reference to box. Okay, let's make a reference to the chess. Why not? We'll do it later, but let's just have the reference done now. So chess will simply be chess rep dot chess. So simple variables and references here. We have a reference to the replicated storage near rep, So rep.box gives us box, rep.chest gives us chest. Now to spawn them in when we connect, when we step on the trigger, let's spawn them in. Easy to do. All you gotta do is now create a clone. So we say local, and I'll call this my box clone, because we're gonna do that one first. Equal, and then you simply just say box dot clone. Oops, not dot clone, my fault. Just double colon and then clone, just like that. And don't forget the semicolon. Now that will clone the box, and this is our new variable. So now what we need to do is parent that to our workshop, because you know everything that's in the scene is in the workshop, not in the replicated storage. So we first clone it, then drop it into the workshop. Let's do it. Box clone is the clone, so we say box clone. Let's go ahead and assign your parent. So we say dot parent and equal, well, we could just say workshop or game dot workshop. We should go ahead and just say workshop for it now. And that is how we basically spawn it in. We haven't really assigned a certain position to it, but let's see what happens if we simply hit play. I'm gonna show you how to assign a position to it though. So if we step on here, we can see what's inside of workspace. And if we step on this, boom, the box appear right there, our little box clone. So what happens if we do that again? Well, boop, another couple appeared. So there's actually a few of them appearing there. Very cool. Now, a position is easy for this. We can say box clone, and then you simply say dot C frame equal, and then you give it a position. You can say something like C frame dot new, and then you give it your X, Y, and Z position. Okay, simple as that. Your X, Y, and Z position. Let's find an X, Y, Z position so I can show you. What I'm going to do to find an X, Y, Z position real quick is just create a block. Okay, so that position looks good. And if we go here to position, we can see it's like a 6, then a 0.7, and 16. 6, 0.7, 16. All right, let's delete this box. And we'll put it here. 6, 0.7, and the last one was 16. We'll hit F5 to play, and now you will see that when we spawn this thing in, it will spawn at that location. Boop, right there. And that is how you do a part. Really simple, really easy. Now when it comes to a model, it's a little bit different, but guys, it's still easy. Don't worry, I got you. If you're a complete beginner, this is something that I had actually struggled with myself. So models are a little bit different. Okay, so same deal. We will create a local clone. Let's first hit stop. Gotta remember to do that, and then we're gonna clone our chest. So this is let's just call it chest clone. Then that will equal to, as usual, chest double colon and the command to clone it. All right, now that we've cloned it, the same thing applies where we have to set it to our workspace. So we'll set the parent and we'll choose workspace, equal workspace. Again, we will play at this point. We're not setting the position, but guess what? This does spawn it in maybe there. It spawns it in as I assume it would. But let's say you want to move it over here or spawn it in a certain spot. I'm also going to show you guys how to spawn it into a random location. This is done a little bit differently now. You must say chest clone, and then you say set primary part C frame, this one here. And then in here, you have to then say C frame dot new, and then you can give it those values. I believe we had a 6, comma 0.7, and then comma 16, I think it was, and that should do it. Let's check it out. Let's see if we have any errors with that. All right, so good. We get the error I was hoping to get. Primary part. So you can see how it's a little bit difficult with a model. One other thing that's missing with models is this right here. Your model must have something called a primary part set, which is right here. What part of the model is the primary part? Let's bring the model back into the workspace real quick, and let's check it out. What would we call the primary part? I would say maybe the bottom, or the top, or the lid. Nah, I'm gonna go with the bottom. So the bottom here, I'm gonna choose as the primary part of the model. It's all, yes, one big model, it's all stick together, but you need to say what is the primary part. A lot of models require that. So we click on the model, and right here where it says set primary part, you might be wondering, how do you set it? First thing, you just click right here. You see the mouse is changed to this little icon, and then you simply go up to primary part and click it, and it will assign it there. Okay, that is how that's done. Once that's set, we're good to go. We'll drag it back in replicate storage, and we'll hit play. So that is how you set the primary part of a model, and then boop, you can see it moves. All right, that's it for today, guys. If that was good, then hopefully that helped. But if you want to stick around a little bit longer, I will show you how to make it spawn in a random location. Let's see how big this platform is and decide just how random the location should be. First, we will create a model or a part. Models and parts right here. And I know that this is the position scale. That's 47. And this way, looking at this, it's, let's just say negative 47, between a positive 47 and a negative 47 going that way. Then this way, on the Z, which is the last value, that's let's say 45. And then we were not going to go any closer than right here. So between 17 and 45. And then this will be negative 47 and 47. All right. As for the top, I might just put it at a 1. It was 0.7, we'll put it at a 1. So all we got to do to do that, guys, is hop into the script here. And right here, we'll create some numbers. So we'll say local. And this will be our post x equal, and then we say math dot random. And then we say anywhere from, this is the x, which is left and right, anywhere from that minus 47, generate a number, and up to just a positive 47. I'm going to copy paste this. I'm going to do it 2 times. And now this will be my z, which was, I believe I didn't want to do any more than, when I come this way, 17 towards 40, negative 45. 17 to negative 45. So generate a number from 17, or let's just do the negative number first. Negative 45 to 17. Okay, no more than that. And so we'll take this X post and put it here, and the Y post and put it, or the Z post, put it here. And then for the Y, I'll just specifically put it at 1. So this will give us a random number and spawn in the chest at the random spot. Okay, so this is how you generate random numbers that you can put in here to spawn in at a random spot. Now this same command here, when we spawn in the part, remember we use this. You can use it there as well. Just set the C frame to that part equals to that. So that's it, guys. Let's have it. Let's have a go here. Let's do a quick test. You can see what's happening. When I touch this, boop, spawns it in a random spot. There we go. And these are models. If we want to spawn in the parts, same deal. Hopefully that was educational to you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm releasing Roblox materials, Roblox tutorials every week. That's every week. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.